Camellia's Drishti. Drishti's sleep broke down with the voice of other passenger in her next compartment. In all sleepy way, with her eyes closed, she searched for the scarf she was wearing. After searching for few minutes, she got one end of scarf. She pulled hurriedly to put on her ears. While doing so, her camera was about to fall from her seat. She immediately caught the rope of her camera bag. She widely opened her eyes. One boy with a dusky skin with the long hair was passing a wide smile. And before Drishti could say anything, he said, "I gave your camera a new life." Drishti was not at all in mood to entertain, so she immediately took her camera back and without saying a word, she put her camera back in a blanket and slept while hugging it. After exactly 2 hours, she got up. She untied the rope of camera bag from her wrist and looked around to make sure no one is looking at her. She kissed her camera bag and hugged it. She looked through window. The train was at Dibrugarh station. She talked to herself. Still 9 hours in train. Why the hell trains are late? After freshen up, she was craving for some warm tea. Her wish was immediately successful. She heard a tea seller voice. He handed over her round earthen cup, named as kulhad. She put her hands around a kulhad and felt and allowed the warmness to reach to her soul. Her eyes went again on her camera. It was just not a camera for her. She has literally earned her passion in form of her camera. She was remembering how after 1.5 years later her dad allowed to continue to live her dreams by gifting this Canon camera. From that moment, a special bond was created between her and her camera. She even named her name, Camellia Ghosh. She giggled. After sipping the tea, she enjoyed the beautiful scenario of Assam state. And month of monsoon was adding a beauty to this. She was waiting for Guwahati and to start her first adventurous trip and new chapter of her photography. She heard some weird noises of clapping and music. She looked around. There were some transgender dancing and enjoying, and people were offering them money. How beautifully they were dressed in Assamese dress. She stopped one of them and eagerly asked the name of her and about these dresses. One of them replied, "My name is Ghazal," with some tears in her eyes. She said, "Thank you, ma'am, for asking my name. I sometimes forgets my name as no one bothered to ask it. They are happy calling me Kinnar and other words." She continued and said, "Yes, ma'am, this dress is called Meghla Chaudhar. The Meghla is the long piece of cloth wrapped around the waist and folded into pleats, and Chaudhar is the upper part of dress. One end is stuck with the Meghla and wrapped around the body." She was so mesmerized by Ghazal, she insisted her to smile, and Drishti started clicking pictures of her. She was so happy and positive. Drishti was looking them going. As she turned around, the guy with the wide smile was smiling again and waved his hand and said, "Hello, I hope you and your Camellia slept well too." Drishti murmured, "Oh shit." She remembered the name tag on her camera bag, and Drishti hesitantly said, "Yeah." He sat on the next seat and continued, "So, heading to where?" And in her mind she was saying, "Why can't some stranger behave like stranger?" He asked again, "Oh hello, owner of Camellia." She said, "Guwahati." He again said, "Oh, Camellia, sorry, I forgot to ask your owner's name." He looked at her and said, "What's your name, ma'am?" She said, "Drishti." He laughed a little and said, "Your Camellia really got her Drishti." Drishti sarcastically faked a smile, and without asking, he continued, "By the way, my name is Pranav, and seems like we have the same destination." Drishti said, "Sorry?" Pranav corrected, "The station I meant, Guwahati." He asked again, "So, for job?" She said, "Nope, traveling and photography." He was amazed and said, "Oh wow, that's so bold and beautiful." She smiled back. After exact 10 minutes, she said, "So, maths would be your favorite subject, right?" Drishti confusedly said, "No, why?" Pranav said, "Seems like you talk very calculatively." Drishti kept quiet and Pranav continued, "Or I talk more." In that sentence, Drishti gave a hand gesture of correct. They both smiled. After some time, a lady with the bamboo basket bought some Assami food. After seeing, Pranav loudly said, "Thukpa." The lady nodded and he said, "Drishti, have you tasted?" And without listening to her, he bought 2 plates of thukpa and said, "It's like noodle soup, very famous here. In cold weather and warm thukpa, perfect combination." The train was delayed 4 hours. So next day, early morning, the Guwahati will be arrived as per the IRTC site. Pranav said, "I must say your Camellia's owner got the most beautiful eyes." After hearing this, Drishti didn't understand what to say or to react, cause nobody had said this word before. And he, without waiting for her reply, slept. Drishti was looking at him and staring for a while. Suddenly, Pranav said, "Camellia, it's not pleasant to stare someone who's sleeping." Drishti freaked out and slept by facing at other side. Next day, in about 2 hours, Guwahati will be arrived. Drishti was all set and excited for the beginning of a new journey. The rush was created in the compartment. As the Guwahati arrived, as Drishti stepped off the train, Drishti checked for Camellia and said, "Oh shit, no," and was about to run towards the compartment. "Miss Camellia, here," Pranav said. "Seems like Camellia don't wanna leave me." Drishti thanked him for the first time. On that, Pranav said, "Wait, what? You know that word? I thought you never heard." They both laughed. "So, seems like we reached to our destination, right? Let's see where can I get the chance to meet the Camellia again." They both shook their hands and walked into 2 different directions. Drishti has explored each and every place in Guwahati. She was in Al Fresco Grand Cruise on Brahmaputra, perfect dine place. She was sitting alone and capturing the Brahmaputra river in her Camellia. One couple approached her and he insisted to capture their photos. So she did. They thanked her. While going, she heard the voice of lady was saying, "You know, Nikhil, I feel more beautiful the way you look at me than in camera." And he kissed on her forehead. She said to herself, "What if camera could also capture beautiful words? It will add life to every picture." As she was putting her camera back in the bag, a note just rolled out. She opened and read, "Hello, Miss Drishti. Okay, don't get surprised and shocked. It was an amazing journey with you. I know your Camellia speaks more than you, but as I mentioned, Camellia's owner has got the most beautiful eyes. So, if you agree, can you allow me to capture beautiful memories with you? Your stranger, Pranav." She smiled and noted his number and texted him, "Hello stranger, let's meet tomorrow at Cafe 37 Street Affairs and enjoy and explore Guwahati from Camellia's Drishti."